Is Cutefish OS still the most beautiful Debian-based distro for casual users? The answer is no. In 2026, Cutefish OS is no longer the premier choice for a beautiful Debian-based distro aimed at casual users. While its macOS-inspired design remains visually striking, the project's long periods of stagnation, limited recent development, and reliance on community reborn efforts make it risky for everyday use, especially for newcomers prioritizing reliability and security. Let's first talk about the aesthetic appeal, still a standout. Cutefish OS and its desktop environment was designed with simplicity, beauty, and practicality in mind, but primarily with Qt and drawing from KDE components. It delivers fluid animations and smooth transitions that feel premium. A global menu at the top bar for efficient app control and screen space savings. Clean, modern icons, consistent theming, and an intuitive layout that echoes macOS without feeling like a cheap clone. Excellent out of the box readiness. Polished applications with unified UI or UX. A dock, launcher, and settings that appeal to users switching from Windows or macOS. Many reviewers and users still call it one of the most elegant Linux desktops on first impression. For casual users who value visuals and minimal setup, it can deliver that wow factor that utilitarian distros often lack. Now, let's talk about the Debian foundation. Solid but dated. The core strength is its Debian base, with reborn variants on Debian 12 or Ubuntu 22.04. This provides legendary stability for daily tasks and good hardware compatibility in many cases. However, the performance, the visual effects are relatively lightweight compared to some heavier desktops, but on older hardware, they can still add overhead. Modern machines handle it well. Aging base. By mid 2026, Ubuntu 22.04 and even Debian 12 are maturing or approaching end of life support windows for some components. Without active upstream maintenance, you may miss newer kernel improvements or driver support. Now, about the development stagnation and security concerns. This is the biggest red flag. The original project saw major halts around 2022, brief revivals, and a community-driven Cutefish OS Reborn effort in 2023 with betas based on newer bases. GitHub shows some repository activity in 2024 and minor updates as late as early 2026 in a few components, but overall momentum remains low. Now, what are the risks for casual users? Delayed security patches for the desktop environment itself. Potential incompatibilities with modern software or hardware. Limited community support compared to actively maintained projects. Reliance on Flatpaks or snaps helps for apps, but core system and desktop environment updates are the concern. It's not a ticking time bomb if you use lightly or in a virtual machine, but for primary daily driving with important data, the lack of consistent development is a practical vulnerability. Now, about the functionality and modern use. software installation. Flatpak, Snap, and apt work fine. Modern browsers and apps are easy to add. Customization. Decent built-in tools. But power users may find it less flexible than KDE Plasma or GNOME. Deal breakers. Occasional bugs in betas, incomplete features, and questions about long-term viability. It excels for light productivity and browsing, but may frustrate users needing rock-solid reliability or cutting-edge support. Now, the final verdict for casual users in 2026. Cutefish OS beauty is undeniable, but beauty alone isn't enough for a daily driver. The stagnant development cycle tips the scales against it for most newcomers. The polished interface and Debian stability made it exciting years ago. But in 2026, the risk outweigh the reward for primary use. So, who might still enjoy it? Enthusiasts who want to test a gorgeous desktop environment. Install Cutefish on Arch, Manjaro, or Ubuntu yourself. Users okay with occasional maintenance or running it alongside a more stable system. Those prioritizing aesthetics over long-term support for non-critical tasks. Now, better alternatives for casual users seeking macOS-like beauty. Elementary OS. Thoughtful Pantheon desktop environment. Ethical focus. Strong for beginners. Deepin. Stunning visuals. Modern features. Active development. Zorin OS. Highly polished Windows or macOS layouts. Excellent hardware support and app compatibility. Ubuntu Budgie or Linux Mint with custom themes. It's stable, supported, and customizable. If you love the Cutefish OS vision, try the latest Reborn ISO in a virtual machine first. For most casual users in 2026, newer or more actively maintained options deliver a superior balance of beauty, stability, and safety. That's it for the video. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the tomorrow's video. Peace out.